Jamie, sweetie pie, motherfucker, you're not an alpha female. Okay? Jamie, you are not an alpha female. Alright? That's not you. Alright? Alpha females exist, but that's not you. That's not you. This is what happens when women are starting to realize that archetypes exist. Usually, women realize archetypes exist after 35. Typically, after 40, really. Typically. Hell, maybe even 45. That's when they start to, wow, maybe archetypes really do exist. But I want to make a point. I'm talking about romantic archetypes. Jamie Sarah. She said, and being an alpha female is a wound, too. See, here's the thing. No, it's not. What she talking about is a gamma female. The fact that see, it's this weird virtue signal. Other archetypes like to try to use alpha in a derogatory sense. Typically omega females, typically beta females. Might even have some deltas in there that don't understand it, so they just bad mouth the word alpha. Alpha is turning into a derogatory term at this point. That's sad. First of all, y'all women don't know, these women don't know what an alpha female is. They're starting to figure it out. So let me enlighten you. Carla Castro E. Silva. That expression is horrendous. See? Just saying the term, it makes people like, I should say, it makes certain archetypes uncomfortable because it makes them say, well, I know I'm not an alpha. I want to caveat this. We're talking about romantic archetypes. That's the only archetype, the only meaning in which matters. Okay, the only description of which matters is your romantic archetype. What these women are confusing, first of all, they're confusing gammas. Let's see what she has to say. Jamie, I know, right? And I used to identify as one when I was at my most wounded. So these women always correlate alpha means you're wounded. So if you, but they don't have a concept of what alpha is. They're thinking alpha like non-romantic. Okay. The point I want to make is alpha females do exist, and we're talking about a romantic archetype. I don't care about outside the realm of romance. I do not care about that. We are only talking about one definition, okay? Talk about romantically. What is an alpha female? An alpha female is someone that isn't afraid to flirt with intention and approach men. That's what an alpha female is. And Sarah, I know for a fact, your ass ain't an alpha. Okay? That's why you talking so down on them. What these women are confusing is arrogant gamma women. Okay? Look at what their description of an alpha is. They mean gamma. That's what they mean. Okay? That's the point I want to make here. Looking back at my Instagram feed a long time ago, I used to post a lot about being a boss babe. That's a gamma female doing that. When you're arrogant, boss bitch. When you're doing that Cardi B routine, that's again, that's not that is see. These people are so they think that there's only like two archetypes, alpha and beta. That's why they always move towards. They always say alpha is like some weird, like arrogant archetype. It's like, motherfucker, there's 7 archetypes. This is what happens when you don't learn. This is what happens when you don't study social dynamics. You spread this misinformation, and now publicly, if you say the word alpha, that's going to piss a lot of people off, straight up and down, because it's been misconstrued. Okay, it's just misinformation. It's just not true. That arrogant shit, that's a gamma. That's what that fucking is, okay? So these women need to get a reality check. So they figured out that they weren't interested in being a gamma female. Stop calling it alpha females, okay? First of all, none of you were alpha females. I guarantee you, you'll these women right here, they'll see a man that they're actually interested in, and look and just butterflies will take over, and they'll have a paralysis. You know, they'll think the guy's hot or whatever, and they'll have a paralysis. Did you think that's a fucking alpha female? I guarantee these women have never approached a man ever. Things like alpha female leads the pack and etc. That makes me cringe now. It makes me cringe too because it's not alpha. That's why it made me cringe. All right, so my feed now is here's the funny part. My feed now is all about enjoying life, feelings, and softness. So you're an Omega now. Congratulations. Major change of energy for the best. Jamie. Same. Love it. See how? Do you understand how archetypes flock together? We got two Omega females here. So they're celebrating the fact that they changed their archetype. They thought they were. They both thought they were. They shit distracting me. They both thought they were alpha, and in actuality, they were gamma. That's the point I want to make. But women telling themselves. She told us a lot of information of how the general public is tricked into thinking alpha is some derogatory thing. But hey, maybe you'll get more results by doing your Omega female thing, which, I mean, let's be honest here. Messaging, positioning, magnetism. Here we go. What the fuck? Dude, it starts to get scary accurate after a while. I've been doing this for 7 goddamn years. Magnetism for 6, 7, 8 figure experts. This is an Omega female. Look, it's magnetic there. Let's go to her profile. Fuck it. Let's see what we got up in here. Delete that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see what we got. Did you know you can currently get a 2-week free trial of my member? Oh, God. The Aligned Entrepreneur Society. Oh, here we go. You know, thanks to Gwyneth Paltrow, every white woman on the planet thinks they can use themselves as a brand now. You know, she's one step away from selling vagina candles. I'll tell you what.